Hi guys, so this is the PowerPoint for Unit 1, Task 7, Part 2. So we've not actually covered Task 7 in class yet. So just so you know, it's Task 7, it's going to be split into two parts. There's a separate video to cover Part 2. But I would like you to put all your piece of work onto one document. I'll also put the PowerPoints in the Jenny file on the student drive, as there is a lot of slides I won't be discussing, just so that you can read through them in your own time. So the due date for this then is Thursday the 5th of November by 4:15. This is the deadline for all of your past criteria. So tasks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So that we've got 2 weeks where I can be marking your work, we can do corrections, the merit and the distinction work. So if I don't have this by the deadline and all the other past work, then I won't be marking your merit work, so that's task 8, until tasks 1 to 7 are all handed in and passed. So it's really important that we make a really good attempt to get these passed first time. So task 7 then is describe the strategic plans for both Tesco and Oldham Council and explain the rationale behind the strategic decision making for these contrasting organisations. And like I said, this task will be split into two parts, and this is just covering part 1. So how to structure your answer then. In section 1, I want you to be telling me what is strategic planning and who is in control of this. Why is strategic planning important? What are the aims and objectives? Why are they important? What's the mission statement? What's Tesco's mission statement? And what's their aim, and describe their objectives? And then I want you to do the same for Oldham Council. And then I want you to have a look and tell me what SMART objectives are. Then choose an objective for Tesco and discuss why it's SMART. However, you don't need to do this part for Oldham Council. The following slides will help you on this piece of work. So strategic planning then, when you're going to tell me what it is and why it's important, I've put these slides on there to help you so you can have a look on the internet and this will give you the answer. It's usually the CEO or the overall manager of a business that's in control of strategic planning, so it's those that are at the top of the hierarchy. So I'm not going to talk through all these slides because I'll let you look through them at your own leisure so that you can write up in your own words. This PowerPoint has gone through Turnitin what we mean by each different section. So this one refers to strategic planning. Remember, you can pause the video or use the PowerPoint where I won't be speaking over it in the Jenny Drive. This slide tells you what a strategic plan must be and what's in a strategic plan. Why it's important, again, I've included 2 links for you so that you can go straight to these websites and read about why strategic planning is important. So an aim then, we need to describe what aims and objectives are. Aims are long-term visions or goal for a business. Then objectives are targets of how you're going to get there. So for personal aims and objectives then, we've all got aims. So your aim might be to pass your exams, pass your BTEC coursework, save money or get fit. So in order for you to achieve your aims, you must set yourself objectives. So these are the kind of like steps that you take in order to reach your aim. So for example, do your homework on time, save £5 a week or exercise daily. So setting objectives, so targets, will help you to achieve your aim. So it's exactly the same for businesses then. They have aims and then they also have steps on how they're going to achieve their aims that we call objectives. The following slides just give you some examples of what aims and objectives could be. This slide tells you why it's important to set objectives. So this slide tells you then what a mission statement is. So sometimes a business's aims and objectives can be seen within the mission statement. This is usually a short statement about what they want to achieve as a business. So Google's mission is to organise the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful. These are mission statements for Disney, British Airways, Coca-Cola, McDonald's and Starbucks. However, they might not all be in the right order. So how we measure objectives then? We often refer to these as SMART objectives. So S is specific, M is measurable, A is achievable, R is realistic, and T is time specific. So good objectives are ones that are SMART. So setting your objectives in this way makes them more achievable, as the goal you have set has clear boundaries and parameters to help you work towards achieving it. So this slide just gives you a bit more of an example as to what each of the SMART targets include. And these just give you some examples of how you can turn objectives into more smarter objectives. So I've given you 2 links then that will help you out with Tesco's aims and objectives. There is also on the student drive a Word document with some more examples of Tesco's aim and objectives. I've put a picture in there for you. Make sure you use the websites as well. I've chosen these because I think they're really helpful for this piece of work. And Oldham's aims and objectives, they can be found in the Jenny folder too. However, I couldn't put it on the PowerPoint as the file was too large. So have you included all of the following then? Remember, I need you to put into your piece of work what strategic planning is and who is in control of this. Why is strategic planning important? What are aims and objectives? Why are they important? What is a mission statement? I want you to then see if you can find Tesco's mission statement and write what are their aims and objectives. Remember, these are on the PowerPoint and on the student drive. You then need to do the same for Oldham Council. I then want you to tell me what SMART objectives are. Choose an objective for Tesco and tell me why it is SMART. However, you don't need to do this for Oldham Council. Once you've done that, all of your work for part 1 of task 7 should be complete. Remember again, spelling, answer each section, apply things to Tesco and Oldham Council, and proofread your work. We've got a lot of work to get through before the 20th of November. So if you guys could make sure that you've proofread your work just to avoid me having to mark it an extra time, that'd be great. And again, the same as how you should be used to now, put your work through Turnitin, print the digital receipt and write the percentage on, staple your work together and hand it in a plastic wallet with any old copies. Let me know if you have any problems, and you also have part 2 to complete as well. See you later, bye.